What's up, guys? Pix here, bringing you another FUT Champions hybrid squad builder. And in goal, we're gonna have Reina, who you may not look at as a FUT Champions keeper, but to be honest, keepers since all of the patches and updates are pretty solid. And Reina was definitely very solid himself. Very good keeper. Not the best keeper I've used, but he is definitely one of the better keepers I've used in the Serie A. He was actually really solid, and he surprised me quite a bit. And then the two center backs, we have Miranda and Bartra. I think Bartra's pretty damn good in this game. He has good pace, nice dribbling and passing for center back. He does lack some strength in his in-game stats, but it doesn't really show in-game because his overall defensive ability is really solid, and I liked him a lot, to be honest. And Miranda, he's a beast. He is among the better center backs I've used on this game. His overall tackling is incredible. Just as a defender, he is incredible. He doesn't really pass particularly well or control the ball or anything like that, but he is great at defending. That's pretty much what he does. He is a through and through defender, and he is among the better tacklers and interceptors of the ball on this game. He pulls out some extremely clutch tackles, and it's so useful to have a center back like him on your team. And the two fullbacks, we have Cancelo and Schmelzer. Schmelzer was one of the bigger surprises on the team. I didn't know if he'd be good for a FUT Champions squad, if he'd be able to keep up with some of those pacey wingers that you'd be coming up against in FUT Champions, but he held his own extremely well. He put some of the better wingers on this game in his back pocket, and that really surprised me. He felt surprisingly quick, felt physical, his overall tackling was great, and he just bossed that left wing to the best of his abilities, and even exceeding what I thought he had in his locker. He's just incredible. To be honest, Schmelzer, biggest surprise in the team. And then Cancelo, he does what you expect him to do. He's just fast. He's fast, he overlaps wingers, and he uses his pace to defend. That's pretty much what he does. But he's also great going forward. He has some nice dribbling, and as he's fast, he does offer a very nice option going down that wing. And overall, Cancelo, he's great. He's a really, really solid fullback, especially for the price, and he's just a pace demon. I like him a lot. And then we have Ender Herrera, Casemiro, and Isco as our three center midfielders. And Herrera, as always, this is like my fourth or fifth time using him on a squad, and god damn, any opportunity I get to use him, I will take it, because he is just one of the better midfielders on the game. Definitely the best box-to-box midfielder. He's pretty much the Vidal of the EPL, and he might even be better. I haven't used Vidal yet, but I'm looking forward to using him twice so I can compare him to Ender Herrera to see how good Ender Herrera is compared to probably the perceived best box-to-box midfielder on the game, at least stat-wise, who is Arturo Vidal. Because Ender Herrera just has something special that I can't quite pick out. He's a surprisingly great goal scorer. Every single time I use him in a squad, I always have like 4 or 5 goals to show you guys, because he scores me really nice goals. His finish is nice. He can control the ball very well. He has good dribbling, decent agility, great interceptions, good marking. Overall tackling is great. He has good passing on him. He's aggressive. He has good stamina. There's just nothing that Herrera lacks, and I absolutely love him. And then Casemiro is a very nice holding midfielder. He doesn't really do anything else particularly well. He does have a decent right foot on him, as you saw right there. He scored me 2 decent goals. But what you buy him for is to defend, and defending is what he does extremely well. He is a through and through center defensive midfielder, and he does exactly that. He intercepts the ball in the midfield, he wins possession back, he makes great tackles, he has awesome marking, his overall defensive stats are amazing, and he lives up to them in game. That's exactly what he does. He plays that defensive midfielder role extremely well. He is one of the better pure defensive midfielders that I feel like you can buy on this game. Although, if you expect him to do anything else particularly well, then you're going to probably be let down. But honestly, I was not let down by him whatsoever. I loved him. And then Isco, right in the middle of the park. One of my favorite players on this game. Isco is insane. I used him as a center forward in my last squad builder, and he was great. And on this team, I can say that he plays just as well as a center mid. He is the most creative player I think you can get on FIFA 18. I expected to say that about Thiago, the Bayern Munich Thiago. I used him recently in a squad. I'm not going to upload it on YouTube, but I can tell you guys that he disappointed me so much. And Isco is pretty much exactly how I expected Thiago to play. He controls the ball extremely well. I've not used a player who matches Isco in terms of dribbling. There's that natural dribbling ability. I think EA might have given him some special dribbling trait, because his dribbling is unlike any player that I've used. And I've used players with higher dribbling than him on card, but just the moves, the dribbles that Isco seems to pull off, I haven't really experienced with any other player. It feels different. It feels honestly unique to dribble with Isco, and it's insane. He keeps the ball so close to him. LTRT dribbling is so effective with him. On top of that, not just his dribbling is great, he's an incredible goal scorer as well. His shooting, long shoots, long shots, inside the box finishing, the whole nine. The dude is an incredible shooter. Another example right here. His long shots are pretty insane, but also his passing, his overall range of passing, long passing, short passing, is great. And he also has some decent standing tackles and interceptions, so he can put some tackles in here and there and win the ball back in the midfield. And overall, I think this is a perfect midfield. Seriously, there's not a single way I can fault this midfield. It was incredible. Honestly, loved it. And Isco is insane on this game. One of my favorite players. And the left and right forwards, we have Martial and Ousmane Dembele. And Dembele is really nice on this game. There are a few things I hate about him. Mainly his strength. He is so weak. He gets knocked off the ball very easily at times. Although his agility and ball control really does help him out in certain situations. But at the end of the day, he is a weak player, and he's not really going to give you anything in terms of strength. Although, like I said, his ball control and agility, speed, his overall pace and dribbling does allow him to keep the ball in possession very well at times and finish it off decently. He does have a pretty good finish on him, which is something that I really like about him. Plus the 5-star weak foot, so you can shoot a cross goal, you can cut inside. It adds that versatility and that unpredictability, especially for a winger, because you do have those two options there. So you can also cut in and cross or just cross on his right foot. It really does depend, because you can have free reign to do anything you want with this card when you're going down that wing. That's what I absolutely love about him. His dribbling is amazing, his pace is amazing, his finishing is decent, and his passing is pretty good as well. And overall, I think he's very good. And also the 5-star skill moves is a pretty good bonus as well. And then we have Martial, probably one of the most played against players on FIFA 18, just like last year. And last year he didn't really live up to the hype. When I used him, I was pretty disappointed. But this year, I have to say, man, Martial is a complete beast. He is so good on this team. Probably top 3 best players, along with the striker Isco and of course Martial. God damn it, I just loved the shit out of him on this game. He's so good. First of all, he's just rapid. He is so fast. If he finds an open space and you send him, I don't think there's many defenders who are going to be catching up to him. And he has one of the most overpowered shots I think there is on this game. He has 79 shooting. He has good finishing and shot power. But some of the shots that he pulls off, you would not expect a 82 rated player to be pulling off some of those shots. His finesse shot was phenomenal. Cutting it on that right foot was so easy. And he puts it in the top corner just with complete ease. I loved Martial's shooting. It was so consistent, so easy to score goals with him. He is just incredibly overpowered. I don't know if EA does that on purpose with this card, or if it's a combination of stats that he has which just makes him a complete beast. But yeah, he's insane, and there's no doubt in my mind that he should be the price that he is. For being an 82 rated card, he's around like 40,000 coins, but he absolutely should be that amount of coins because he is a complete beast. He doesn't really have anything special in terms of passing, but his dribbling was really nice, and for being as tall and strong as he has like 79 strength, I think, in his in-game stats. He does feel pretty strong at times, although he is muscled off quite easily as well in certain situations, but really not as frequently as Dembele, because he does have some strength to push back. And that combination of stats, the pace, the strength, the dribbling, and the shooting makes Martial one of the more OP players on FIFA 18. I absolutely loved him. And then Mbappe, probably one of my more anticipated players to use on FIFA 18, although I do think 100,000 coins for an 83 rated default card is a lot to pay for. I feel like he did live up to it in a lot of areas, and as you see right there, he is a clinical finisher, among some of the better finishers I have used on this game. But if you look at his in-game stats, he doesn't really stand out in too many areas. He has good overall dribbling stats, very nice finishing, and good pace, and also decent strength. But other than that, he doesn't really stand out in any area. If you look at his positioning, it's like 79 in his in-game stats. And I'm happy to say that that did not show in-game, because his positioning was great. He made a very nice amount of runs in very sort of odd situations where I wouldn't expect a striker to make that run. He really did open up a lot of space. Sorry, he didn't really open up the space, but he found the space. He found those little passing lanes which he could be found through. And once he does get going, he is super hard to catch up to because the dude is rapid, and on top of that, he has good ball control and decent strength. I believe 74 strength in game, and for a player who's that fast, has a deadly combination. Makes him so hard to deal with for your opponents. I swear that goal was offside. It was really nice. Really nice goal of him to just hold off the defender there and then put it in the bottom corner under pressure. I like that goal a lot. And pretty much what I can say about him is he is a clinical finisher with pace, and he's also creative. He has good passing. One thing I loved about him, as you saw, if you looked at the goals and assists that he got, he contributed to about 50 goals in the amount of games I played with this team. He got like 19 assists, I think, and 31 goals, if I remember correctly. That's pretty amazing, and his passing was awesome. He's a very creative striker. On top of being a good goal scorer, he's a really nice playmaker, and he plays that nice final ball through. He holds up play very well. I noticed shielding with him was pretty effective. But honestly, he's the complete package. He kind of is the complete package. If you were looking forward to using Mbappe and you're looking for my review on him, then I would say please go ahead and buy him and play him on this team, because this team was awesome. It did very well in FUT Champions for me. I wasn't able to play anywhere near all the games. I think I played around 30 games in FUT Champions with this team, and the other game, maybe 2 or 3 games, was played in the seasons. So it was around 28, 29 games I played with this team in FUT Champions, and I can say that it's definitely great, and you can do some work with it. Go ahead and build it. If you're skeptical about some of the players like Schmelzer or whoever it is, just please do not write them off. Give them a try and then judge them, because I can almost guarantee you that some of the players in this team will surprise you with how good they are. That front three was insane. The midfield was perfect. Please, guys, go pick up this team if you have the coins for it. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.